Hello, Gia.
Hello, Keisha. I've entered the room.
I see you in the room.
I'm sitting at a table at the Tano. Because there's always a table at the Tano.
There always is. The Tano was always very, very
Yeah.
quiet. It was a sleepy little joint in Nixon
Oh,
Falls. Oh,
how
we
we
got a
missed it.
sleepy girl. We
I
do miss.
know.
Those were simpler times.
What's the progress on this YouTube thing?
It's not looking good, Gia. Yeah,
Huh?
I guess I'm thinking maybe I should explore other options. We'll
Oh, they'll
see.
probably sort it, won't
Um,
they? I don't know. Maybe not.
I guess, yeah. I would think they'd have to, but yeah, who knows? Who knows how long that could take?
Anyway, I'll
Anyway,
try to stay awake. We'll be all right. We'll be fine.
yeah. Although I feel like, because we've had to do these later, we're kind of lackluster.
And you're announcing this as a way to entice people to stick
I
around. We plan on being quite lackluster.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I thought maybe we could try to dig a little deeper.
All right.
Tonight.
Okay. I'm ready
Okay.
to dig. Dig it.
Okay. All right. Now we've got a lot, really quite a lot to cover, I guess, right?
Okay.
Tuesday was really sort of the quietest day, in a way.
All
We
right. What
had
happened?
Okay, well, we had Dante and Nathan were at the police station. It was
Oh yeah, the rehiring Nathan. Just like, well,
yeah.
he checked out. I checked out fine. You're.
You know.
They're just so blasé about the missing 7 years of someone's life.
I know. It's almost like they've all been there. They all understand how it feels to lose a year or two or
Well,
three,
and that's
and
what Dante was saying, and I was trying to
yeah.
remember what what I mean. I know he had PTSD, and what was he being like held
Mhm.
prisoner somewhere by
Yeah,
who? By
yeah,
whom?
he was sort of being indoctrinated, right, somehow,
Was it
to
like a Helena thing or something? Or who had him?
mm, we're not good when we go back.
I know.
We
Okay, we
we gotta go
anyway.
forward, okay?
But
Okay.
anyway, he didn't black out for 7 years, right? Like he knew he
No.
was somewhere. Like
Yeah, but he also yeah, and he also knew that he couldn't really control himself. That's why he sort of, separated himself from Lulu and everybody, right? He thought
right,
he was
right.
dangerous.
Yeah, and Nathan's walking around with a potential time bomb in his head, but
Yeah.
he's not in the least bit concerned about it.
Nobody seems concerned about that. Oh,
Wouldn't
Anna
you be
was,
seeking
right?
out Kevin? Yeah, Anna was. That's true. Maybe that's why
Yeah.
she disappeared. Wouldn't you be
Yeah.
seeking out somebody to like put you under hypnosis or something to try
Mhm.
and
Mhm. Yeah.
suss out a detail or two?
Although,
Hmm.
I don't know. I don't know if I want the details of any any block of time in my life, if I've forgotten those years, then probably okay with that.
You think you would have forgotten 7 in a row? I mean, I'm sure we've all
Uh,
blocked out
mm.
pleasantness, but,
I don't know. I'm 62 and I don't feel like I have a ton of memories.
I don't know, I thought you were older. Um, anyway, so
Uh,
Nathan's back on the force. I mean, that's all they
yeah,
wanted to accomplish there, and
yeah, yeah.
Dante is the acting, police commissioner now, and
Right. So, yeah. So they're the Chase and Nathan are the detectives, right? The
yeah,
only two detectives we really ever
the only
see.
yeah, and then Dante's our top dog,
Mhm.
and that makes me wonder how long Anna's gonna be off
Yeah.
screen, that they
Uh-huh.
I don't know, that seemed a little formal that they went ahead with that.
Mhm. Yeah. I guess they had to appoint somebody.
Maybe she
Um
was going somewhere to grow her hair back out.
Well, it's funny, yeah, like, we saw the hair for, what, a day or 2, and then she was gone.
Then
All that
she's gone.
effort into her new
Yeah,
hairstyle, and then, yeah,
well,
they
it didn't
uh,
test well, at
doesn't
least
test well.
with our
Like,
crowd.
immediately, they pull
Whisked
her.
away, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I
okay, we had that scene, that was,
Mhm.
whatever. I mean,
Mhm. Yeah, and we also had I thought we had quite a good scene with Brooklyn and Chase. It turned out better than I thought it would.
Yeah,
Um
yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead,
I don't
Tia.
I mean, no, I thought it was good because I also expected it to blow up into something, and they always managed to find their way back to each other even when it's like, oh, something that would blow up any other couple. They seem to be able to.
Yeah. 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 It wasn't really about like jealousy or Chase spending too much time thinking about Willow. It felt like Brooklyn's concerns kind of about him losing his badge for doing some. I don't know. I liked kind of how it went that way instead.
Do you think she was being honest though? Like, do you
I
think she
think
is
so. Yeah.
bothered by?
Well, I mean, I bet she's a little bit bothered that he's so concerned about Willow, but I do think her concern was genuine that he was taking these chances.
Yeah, yeah. And
I
also,
don't
I
know.
liked how she was honest about
Yeah,
when they
yeah.
brought the Michael part in.
Uh-huh. Yeah, me too. Right. I thought that was great, kind of that they really were sort of telling each other everything.
Yeah. And that she's admitting, like, I don't know if Michael's
Yeah.
capable or not.
Yeah. Mhm.
She's like, I
Mhm.
just don't want to think that. I don't
Mhm.
want to.
Right. Right.
But
Yeah.
yeah, they sort of achieved, with honesty, they achieved some uh, understanding of each other. That yeah,
Mhm.
usually in soap opera land, that would have been a blow up, and
Exactly.
yeah, so
Exactly. Yeah.
that
Mhm.
is refreshing. I agree.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, that's the word, refreshing, the
Yeah,
honesty, yep. So I liked that. I like that they sort of cleared the air
yeah, yeah.
pretty quickly. And then we had Michael and Jacinda having a lovely sort of time, as a
Oh, is this where
couple.
they're at the Metro Court pre Wiley getting there? Is that
Yes,
or
yes, it
yeah,
is.
okay.
Yep. Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think she's gonna be a keeper. I feel like she's testing well.
I think so too. And you know what the effect she's had on me is I'm feeling very much offended by everybody who's trying to shame her, even though not really to her face, but Nina, Willow, I don't like that they're just looking at her as a sex worker and not
Yeah, they're
an
very
actual person.
right, they're very dismissive. Just they know that one thing about her, and that's
Yeah.
yeah, it's like case closed. That's all we're gonna know
Mhm.
about this person. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, she's humanized the face of the sex worker for us, I guess.
She has, and we didn't have anything against sex workers before, but
Not
we
per
just wanna
se.
we like saying the word "whore," but that's completely separate, and
It's
usually
really
we're
just
applying
it's
it
just
to people who are
fun.
just sort
Yeah.
of lying and scheming and not
Yeah,
actually getting paid for being sex workers.
and also it kind of puts Michael in a good light in that he
Yeah,
is
uh-huh.
the one who isn't being all judgy and
Mhm,
hasn't been all along about her
mhm. Right.
chosen profession. Yeah.
Right, right, yeah.
Uh,
Now, I mean, sure, this probably could be used against him and everything they said, there's a risk involved, but I think by his just sort of owning it, seems like it takes away a little of
yeah.
the threat.
And I liked how when Wiley and Nina come in, and
Mhm.
Nina is doing everything she can to make this like, Michael, you've really made a bad move here, and
Yeah.
Michael's just like,
Yeah,
he's like,
yeah,
bring it, yo, you
yeah.
want a picture, bring,
Mhm,
and they're like,
mhm.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, and Nina should have known that he really sort of had a lot of the power there.
yeah. He just kind of burst her bubble in the whole thing,
Pretty
and
much.
she left, right? Like suddenly Wiley was
Yeah,
not
yeah,
like
I
she's like
guess yeah.
that was weird. I thought that was weird. I thought she was just gonna go to another table or something, and then Wiley would go
Mhm.
back and spend time with her. And it was like,
Yeah.
nope, he just like took Wiley, and it was kind of weird.
That
Poor
was very
Wiley.
weird. I guess he's getting used to people just drifting in and out of his life.
Yeah, sadly, poor little bugger. And then
Yeah.
Willow appears. Like, did we know that Willow was gonna just be let out? That seemed like a bigger thing that they should have.
I know, that was a real leap forward because we had seen Alexis telling her there was a possibility she could get a release. Do you
Yeah, yeah,
remember
but
that?
then they just went ahead and, it was like,
Yeah, that all of a sudden she's there. Yeah, I know that was a little bit bizarre.
and
Um,
how did she get there? Like, she's not with any of the people that were
mhm.
like, Drew doesn't even know where she is. I mean,
Right,
of course, yeah, he can take a ride share, whatever. But I'm just saying, wouldn't that have been
mhm.
a big freaking deal if she got released?
You'd
Wouldn't
think.
Drew
Yeah.
have been right there or Nina have been right there? And like, nope, she's just on her own. It seemed
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah, I know, I know. It almost seemed like there were a couple of scenes in between that they, like, just
That,
cut or
yeah,
something.
like a whole day that we missed or
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
Yeah.
mhm. But,
Uh,
anywho, yeah, there she is, looking all, indignant.
yeah. And Jacinda did sort of keep her cool in the whole thing.
Mhm. Mhm. Yep, yep, everybody kind of did. Willow, I guess, was the one who was sort of the most, like, ready to snap,
Yeah.
but
Luckily,
did
Wiley is too young to pick up on sarcasm, so
yeah. Yeah, yeah.
he didn't catch all the snarky comments going on.
No, he didn't, he didn't. And then I don't know, like, it seems like in some ways Willow seems pretty together now, right? Like, she doesn't seem as sort of fraught, or, like,
Um,
unglued,
yeah,
unhinged.
not quite as frantic at the moment.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
having Alexis as her lawyer has, given her a little confidence in her situation or something.
Maybe, yeah, I don't know. I just like also like just sitting in and at prison, I would think would have made her sort of like, I don't know, anxious, like thinking about her kids and everything that's going on outside. But I don't know. I thought they might do more with her mental health, but
Yeah,
doesn't seem
yeah.
like they know exactly what to do there. Um,
Like
I don't know.
a fugue state or something.
Yeah. Oh, that reminds me. Do you remember last week when, Britt used that expression?
She did, didn't she? Yep.
I
So,
thought you must have jumped out of your chair.
yeah. So they're
Yeah.
bringing it back. It's coming back. I'm in a
Everybody.
fugue state right now.
Yeah, we know. We know.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah. So we had a little action, I guess, between Michael, Jacinda, Wiley, Willow, all of those guys. But it was funny, and I guess this is moving. Like, when did Drew finally see Willow? That was Wednesday.
Like,
Um,
yeah, they were still sitting like somewhere else in the Metro Court or something, and
yeah, did she
was that what
call
it
him?
was?
I can't remember.
I
I
don't
I
know.
just
He was
watched it.
looking for her around town, and it was like,
Yeah,
isn't that
yeah.
weird that that wouldn't have been her first call, you
And
know?
that was kinda telling, wasn't it? And then
Yeah.
when they did sort of come together, there was no, like, hugging and like, "Oh my god,"
No, it was just
you
talking
know?
about how awful Michael is. Yeah. That's their true bond.
Yeah, that's right, that's right, yeah, so that seems like they don't have a great future, I don't think.
I don't think so. Um,
No, no. So okay, let's see. Also on Tuesday, we had Lucas telling Elizabeth his plans to move out to Windermere,
yeah, and
and
Elizabeth like flips out on him, and
yeah, which I was
but he's
kind of
like, it's
glad.
so fancy, you know.
That doesn't seem like a great argument, does it?
That kind of
That's
cracked me up though. It's so
that's like
nice and
Ava's
fancy.
rubbed off on him, Ava, and her
Yeah.
taste for luxury.
Although
But
that's why I feel like they really should do something with that castle set to make it
yeah.
actually look like it's luxurious.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So many of the sets, you can tell they're not throwing a lot of money at these sets,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
but I don't know, just one luxurious couch or something might do
Yeah,
it.
and just like a slightly bigger room or something, it
Yeah,
just
the scale should be bigger, shouldn't it?
yeah, yeah, I would think so. But.
Although I don't know, when they built castles, that was like what, medieval times or something? They would have just had straw on the floor and a fire in the middle or something, right? Like, Like I read that whole book by I can't think of the author now, but about the concept of the home.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
You know?
Bryson, Bill Bryson.
Yeah, yeah, Bill
Mhm,
Bryson. Yeah, I love his stuff.
mhm,
And how we didn't even like the rooms and stuff weren't even thought of. Like it didn't.
mhm,
It's not like houses where they the way they are now, right from the get go.
mhm,
You know,
mhm.
people were
With
like living
floor
in
plan and
great.
everything.
Yeah, and people were like living in big halls, like with their livestock with them.
Mhm. Yeah.
Like I mean, I know
Still do,
you're
and
still yeah, I know you're still doing that, but
well, that's true too, but yeah, and in some countries, they do still live that way, so
yeah. So maybe that's why it's not luxurious at Windermere.
they're embracing their ancestral
Well,
past.
maybe it just wasn't set up to be that way.
Mm,
Maybe
mhm, maybe,
I don't know. Anyway.
but we never really see any other rooms, or hardly ever,
Right, yeah.
you know?
Um I think that they implied that Marco and Lucas will be in wherever poor
Yeah,
Nell was held
yeah,
captive.
poor Nell.
Yeah.
Yeah, mhm.
I mean not Nell, it was Esme.
Esme. It's
Jeez.
like, Nell, is Nell
Yeah.
right? Well, you caught it, Gia, good for
I
you.
caught it fairly quickly, but
Yeah,
I
you
get
did.
I get those two confused. They both had that long
Yeah,
straight hair
yeah, and a evil streak a
and
mile
a
long.
little bit of an evil streak, yeah.
Mhm, yeah, both killers, deadly women. Um,
Okay,
let's
what else
see.
you got?
Okay, try to stay with me, Gia,
Now I'm
okay?
rubbing my eyes. It's a bad
Oh,
sign.
no. Oh, no. Okay, alright, let's try to keep it moving. Alright, so we did get to see Ned, taken to the hospital and all the
Oh,
kids,
right, that's the other
you
big
know.
yeah, yeah, yep.
Yep. So they he made it to the hospital. He survived CPR with Britt. So that was sort of where we left off Tuesday. Then Wednesday we have everybody kind of at the hospital. The whole clan:
The whole
Jason,
extended
Olivia,
clan, yeah.
Brooklyn, yeah. And then Portia comes down, and suddenly I have no confidence in her as a doctor when Britt challenges her.
When Brit yeah, right, Brit sounds like Brit knows what she's talking about, although
Yeah.
that's not the kind of medicine she, practiced, but,
Right.
I mean, it made Portia just sound like they were just covering their butt in the legal way, that they had
Mhm.
to double
Mhm.
check something.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. Suddenly she seemed to medicine what Anna seems to police investigations,
yeah, let's
you
hope
know?
that's not the case for poor
I
Ned,
know,
but,
I know.
so
Um,
anyway, big ol' heart attack, the Widowmaker, never sounds
yeah.
good. Yeah,
No, never good. Yep. So, good that they got to him while he was still sorta conscious, but yeah.
yeah. Mm-mm-mm. So,
Mhm.
yeah, so we had all the extended people and, you sit there and you try and
Mhm.
figure out who's who to what,
I
like what.
know, and I
Yeah.
still it's not sort of natural for me to think about, like, Charlotte as Lulu's daughter, like, some of these people I still don't, like, know until, like,
Automatically when you
yeah,
see them,
you know
right,
what I
who they
mean?
are. Yeah,
Like, I
yeah,
need to make sort of a conscious sort of note of who they are, which I
yeah.
guess that's probably my shortcoming, but,
Well, and
um,
when they change actors all the time and you
yeah,
know,
yeah, thank you.
um, Lulu, looks like a pilgrim.
She's doing the pilgrim look. Yeah, pilgrim chic. Yeah.
I can't decide, like, sometimes I'm like, "Oh, that looks very chic like that," and then other
Mhm.
times, like, "No, she looks like a pilgrim." Which, I
Yeah.
mean, it's the right season to look like a pilgrim.
Sure, sure. Yeah. I guess if ever there's a time where it's okay to
Yeah,
look like a pilgrim, maybe it's
yeah.
maybe it's now. Um, we had, also while all the drama was going on at the hospital, we had Laura and Ezra, and then Martin. Martin came into the picture.
Yeah,
Um,
that was an
we
interesting scene, Laura and Martin, I thought.
Yeah. I mean, I think he was kinda lucky. He caught her when she was feeling very vulnerable, and so I think she was more welcoming to Martin, than she might have been, in another context. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
and it was interesting too that because he left her on such sort of a bad note, and I was sort of
Yeah,
surprised that he
yeah.
was the one making an effort there.
Mhm.
You
Right,
know,
right, yeah, yeah. Yeah, he
um,
didn't really, bridge that gap between the time when he was sort of, like, giving her the hairy eyeball and, seeing her at the debate.
yeah, but then they had such a lovely moment. It's like
They did, yeah.
they
Yeah.
both sort of want that bond, they want that connection.
Mhm,
So I
mhm.
was glad that he reached out, and also I was concerned that they were making him sort of um, a character that they were going to boot off the show there with that move,
Mhm.
and this
Mhm.
made me think, okay, maybe they're not, because I thought, oh, well,
Mhm.
they're just going to like make him sort of a bad guy that they're going to, you know, get rid of. But
Yeah. Yeah. I know, it almost seems like now, is he gonna suffer any consequences at all, really? I
just
mean,
Laura's hairy eyeball, I think, was
yeah.
the
Yeah,
yeah, I
just
guess
having
not, which is
I
weird.
mean right, he has to move out, but it doesn't seem like his business is suffering at all, you know?
No, and Tracy's not there anymore to she would be the one you would think that would
Right,
pressure
right.
legal
Yeah,
action,
yeah,
which maybe
uh-huh.
that's still gonna be in the future,
Mhm.
um,
Mm.
but yeah, you'd think somebody in the Quartermaine clan would wanna follow up on this, what he
Mhm.
did, his part in it.
It was because it was pretty bad.
It's quite bad, really quite bad.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
that happened in your family or my family, we'd be pursuing whoever changed the will.
Yeah, probably, probably. Um, yeah, so that was a little odd, I guess. But I was sorta glad that Laura and Martin were getting along and that he was there for her, you know, and
And then
I
he Oh, go
sorry.
ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say, like, even before the whole Rocco arrest thing, it did seem like there were lots of things that were going against Laura, and I didn't really like to see her, sort of looking like she was maybe gonna be the victim of choices she'd made, you know what I mean? Um
Yeah, so she bypassed that by, um,
Yeah,
having her
by
grandson show up.
mhm, but yeah.
But yeah, and it's not things are not looking great for her politically at the moment. She's
Not really, no.
getting a lot
The
of
only thing she
baggage.
can hope is that people don't respond to Ezra Boyle, you know?
Right, but
Mm.
it's hard to explain what people respond to.
It is, it really is, yeah.
Baffling.
Um, mhm, and along the way here, like, throughout, we had, like, lots of shuffling around, like, Britt with Gio and Emma and all these, it seemed like it was hard for me to take notes because I didn't know.
That's okay, we
Again
forgive you. We can just cover the big things.
okay. Okay. But throughout, I guess I would say, like, Britt was obviously she was, effective when it came to helping Ned, and also sympathetic to the kids, like
Yeah, she was good with all the kids, I thought.
yeah, I kinda like the way she interacts with all the kids, and maybe it's partly because she feels, bonded with Rocco. Um, but and also Danny is Jason's kid, so she's probably, gonna be sort of fond of Danny too.
Yep,
But
yep.
so let's see. Okay, what else? We had well, okay, Willow and the whole scene at the Metro Court. We covered that. Jason and Britt were at Bobby's for a little while,
Oh, yeah, what did
talking.
they talk about? I can't remember.
I don't remember either. I just
It
watched
must not have
it.
been that great. Okay. So, they were there, alright, check,
Okay,
yep.
yep, yep, uh-huh, okay. We had Jacinda and Michael at some point were at the Quartermaines, and Michael was
Oh, yeah, they went back and put when they were putting
yeah,
Wiley to bed,
yeah,
and
yeah,
Michael was again sort of pressing her on her, um was she gonna be able to be
mhm,
clearly be his alibi,
right,
um
Mhm.
and that which made me, like, a little nervous. I'm like, "Oh, is there something Jacinda is forgetting about or not telling him that will come
Right,
up later?" You
right,
know, because it seemed
right.
odd to bring that up and, "Okay, yep, okay, we're good to
Mhm.
go." It's like, "Oh, that means you aren't probably."
I don't know. I mean, I believed her when she said she was by herself, but I guess we don't
Yeah,
have to
but I just
assume that
thought, "Oh, what if she'd forgotten some little thing that's gonna come back to bite him in the
Yeah,
butt?" I don't know.
yeah.
I don't know.
Well, she's probably got a sharper mind than we do and would remember if she'd been with a man that same night, right?
She probably has it on her phone or something, like
Maybe,
check her phone.
maybe she keeps a calendar of her
Yeah,
appointments,
you'd
yeah.
have to. It's a business, for God's sake. It's a business.
And has she I guess she has left that life behind, at least for now.
Yeah, 'cause she's an assistant now.
She's an
Yeah.
assistant, yeah, which I don't know, isn't necessarily a move up, I don't think. It's
Probably
flattering.
less money. It's probably less money.
Yeah, less independence, but,
Yeah.
you know, I guess, she'll learn some things, she'll have some new stuff to put on her resume, so that's
Yep,
good,
yep.
right? Um, so good for you, Jacinda. We had Martin show up at Alexis's office, because Drew was he's such a dick, like, telling Alexis how to fight the case, you know?
Yeah, yeah. And Martin's like, Martin seemed like totally innocent of this whole,
Yeah.
um,
Mhm.
you know, uh, why he was being sent to
Mhm.
work with Alexis, and I liked his ominous warning about
Yeah.
Drew, basically. So he's working for Drew, but he's also working against Drew all the time. Like he's
Yeah, he's trying to preserve himself a bit, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I don't think Alexis needs any further warning. I mean, Alexis has been, the
Oh,
brunt of
man. Yeah.
everything Drew
Yep.
is
Oh,
thrown
he's
at her.
pushed her
Uh,
so much that yeah, it's amazing she hasn't just stabbed him,
yeah, yeah, with just
you
like a
know?
letter opener or something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. He's kinda lucky that that hasn't happened yet. Um
Yeah. Um, but so that like the whole Portia thing, um,
Mhm.
interesting that you'd think, oh, she would tell Drew because that's definitely going to help. It's like, oh, but she's wisely being playing it close to the vest because
Mhm. Mhm.
he,
Yeah.
he he's just
Right.
got tunnel vision. He just wants to get rid of Michael, and that's really all.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. He's really kind of becoming sort of nuts, like, the tunnel vision is making him sort of more nutty, you know?
More nutty. Yeah, he is a little off his evil rocker, isn't he?
I think so. Like, I don't know what else he cares about. He doesn't care about Scout really, you know?
He
Um,
just cares about um like winning and getting one
yeah,
over on the Quartermains and
yeah,
then getting
yeah.
all the Quartermain stuff
Mhm.
and
Yep.
keeping everything from everybody else that they want.
Mhm.
And yeah,
Mhm.
he's all the stuff that like the Grinch was before his heart grew.
Yeah, and I don't think we can expect his heart to grow like the
Well,
Grinch's
he could
did.
have a night like the Grinch or like Scrooge or something, but
I don't picture that happening, do you?
no, it doesn't seem like it. They have such a good thing going with him being the ultimate bad guy
Yeah,
right now. Yeah.
yeah, mhm, and I don't know, once you become that bad, I don't know, like, what would turn you around. Like, his brush with death didn't seem to do it, you know? Um,
Yeah, right, right. Everything gets just twisted, just twists him further.
yeah, yeah, and maybe it starts to feed on itself, I don't know, maybe, like, it's sort of like gambling, like, you just kinda are going for, like, a bigger and bigger win, you know?
Yeah, yeah. And I don't know, like I wonder if at any point will he and Willow turn on each other, or they just are both such miserable people right now,
They really are, yeah, I don't think they're good for each other, you know?
No, I mean hers at least is motivated from like love of her children.
Yeah,
Um, Why he's such an evil fucker, I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. And I feel like her sort of hostility towards Michael, like all of this, and just spending any time at all with Drew, it's gonna make her a less loving mother.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, she starts thinking like him,
Yeah,
in these
yeah.
same shifty
Mm,
ways, and it's
mhm.
not good. It's not a good way to see the world.
No, no. So that's too bad. Um, then we had the scene at the lab where the kids are there and Dalton comes by and everybody hides, and then Rocco makes the decision to
Oh,
sacrifice himself.
yeah, poor self-sacrificing Rocco. Oh, I was like,
I
"What are you
know.
doing?"
I know.
And,
Yeah.
so sweet, but then it's like, oh, but,
I know it you didn't you have, like, even though I know it's TV and everything, but all those feelings of just like, oh, just this sick feeling, like, when somebody's in trouble and then knowing all the other people who are gonna find out and be disappointed or like, all of
yeah,
that shit,
yeah,
it's just like, oh.
yeah. And the stuff that came later, it came today, but with Danny, and the whole like Danny's like wanting to do what feels
Yeah.
like the right thing and stand up
Mhm.
for his brother
Mhm.
and they're like, no, you like that would screw you as far, that like
Yeah.
you'll never like Drew will pounce on that and it just all
Mhm.
feels so yucky in it, but it's so true. It's so true to like the teenage brain that none of that stuff
Yeah.
computed
Yeah.
beforehand. Like, like they just
Exactly, exactly, yeah,
the
yeah.
impulsive nature, that
Mhm.
is the teenager, um,
Mhm.
and,
Yep.
like, the consequences of actions are just it's not there
Mhm.
yet, you know?
Yeah, and feeling like they were doing something noble, you know?
Yeah. Now, am I the only one who was disappointed that there weren't, like, wasn't a room full of beagles? Because I really
Yeah,
I
I think
I was
yeah,
like, "No animals,"
no
you know?
animals, no room full of Nathans that we know of. I mean,
Yeah, the
there could
Nathan
be another
soldiers.
room,
Yeah.
that they didn't get into,
It
I
was
don't know.
just like, the double helix spinning on the screen or something.
Yeah, yeah. Uh-huh. Uh,
Double healing. Um, yeah, it was really quite a boring lab. There wasn't even any like sort of dry ice like stuff, like some
or those
evil potions bubbling or
yeah.
anything. It was
Those
really,
big,
really
like,
boring.
globes that you put your hand on and your hair stands up.
Yeah, yeah, and nothing fun was going on in that lab.
No, no, no. Yeah, well, that is curious, isn't it? If there but I well, Dalton said there was dangerous materials in there. Do you think that that was
I don't
true?
know. I hope the kids washed their hands when they got in there.
No, I
I don't
wonder would
know.
they
I mean, they were rifling through what just looked like papers. So
yeah, and they didn't take pictures of anything. I thought they could have taken some
yeah,
pictures just to examine later, but as far like they didn't seem like they thought anything suspicious was going on there. Like,
right. Well, and to the naked eye like mine, I
yeah,
didn't see anything either. You have to know what you were looking for.
yeah. I liked how
Um,
Danny didn't understand what he was looking at, and he
yeah,
said
he
it
was holding it
upside
upside
down,
down.
and
Yeah.
it didn't make a difference.
Yeah.
Mhm, mhm.
Um, Let me ask you something. Now, this is just
Okay.
because I've been thinking about the animal testing thing, and this is I'm just curious.
Mhm.
And so, what if there's testing done on like um like single-celled organisms or like bacteria, like things that are live.
Mhm.
Like, what's your feeling on that?
I don't you mean with well, don't they still have to be in a body for it to be, like, sort of a worthwhile test?
Well, I'm not like trying to put together a real experiment or anything. I'm just saying if the testing could be done on, like things that you find in ponds that are live creatures, but they're little, like little amoebas or something.
Uh-huh. Well, I
Is that
think
the
that
same?
no, I don't think so. I mean, because I think they have to like find species that sort of like they can run like a they can correlate how that animal responds to how a human would respond somewhat, I think.
Yeah, but what I'm
So,
getting at is it a matter of the liveness of something that makes it
mm,
unethical to do the testing, not whether or not it's a worthwhile test for what you're getting at.
uh, well, yeah, I guess it is the misery you're inflicting on whatever the organism is that's the
So if it's
problem.
an organism that doesn't like have pain receptors or doesn't,
Mhm, right.
like you'd have to know if it felt
Yeah,
pain or not.
yeah, and a lot I mean, I think a lot of people don't accept that certain species, like, feel pain, so, I don't know if we really know, like, at what level of organism doesn't feel pain.
I know, that's what I'm saying. So like what about plants?
Well, then yeah, I know
They're
people like
alive.
to make as yeah, you got me, Gia.
No, I'm
I
not trying to get you, but I was thinking, like, what if there were testing that was done on, it's like, I mean, I think we have very different feelings, not you and I, I'm just saying
Mhm,
humanity as we've gone through time about what, the purpose of animals or something like that, and then
mhm,
really different
mhm,
views. And like,
mhm,
but I still feel like, even in my own mind, how I'll deal with an insect is different than how I'll deal with a cat or a dog, you know?
mhm, mhm, yeah, definitely people yeah, that's I
Like,
think
I'm gonna kill the fleas on my cat
mhm,
and not have a
mhm.
qualm about it.
Yeah, I'm okay with killing, like, the little critters that harm my critters, yeah, like fleas or ticks, although even that, I feel like sometimes I
If I
just
could
let
just
the
talk
ticks
to
back
him.
outside. Just don't get on the dogs again, please, you
Yeah,
know?
we take some bugs outside too, but,
Mhm.
anyway, I don't know, I just got thinking about it sort of in the big sense, you know?
Mhm. Well, and it seems like at this
Interesting.
point, like with AI, maybe like they could replicate like how cells would respond just with a computer model.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, yeah, I don't see why not. That would be maybe a good application of that sort of stuff,
What
you
about,
know.
like, cloning? That wouldn't really work though, would it?
I think you'd still have all the
It'd still
pain.
have all the, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But anywho,
Well,
got
what
a
if
little
it were just mascara?
and you were really just trying to enhance the animal's appearance. That's
Yes.
different. Of course that's different,
Just
Gia.
highlighting the features that are already there, just
Already
making
there.
them pop, you know?
They don't talk enough about that side of the argument.
Yeah, I think people could relate to that, you know?
Yeah, yeah, and if the animals could speak, they would probably say, "Listen, I finally
Yeah,
feel like I can go outside with my head
when
held
I
high.
look in the mirror and I like what I see,
Please don't take that away from me." I wish I could go outside, that's the one problem. I'm stuck here in this cage, but I look
this
great.
lab, and I am so good looking.
Mhm.
Okay. All right, we can get back to our plot now. I'm sorry.
Oh, that was
I had a
exhausting.
had a little flight of fancy there.
I need a break. It's rough. Okay, so Dalton, we saw a bit of his true colors, right?
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
manhandling Rocco, and I guess the stakes are pretty high, whatever they are, whatever he is doing in there. You
Yeah, but
don't
he
want
didn't seem in the least bit concerned for Rocco's safety from whatever, it
No,
was.
he didn't. He
Yeah.
didn't. Right. And it doesn't seem like it will be hard at all to figure out how the kids got in the lab. I mean, they found the key fob. Rocco gave them the key fob, right?
I thought Charlotte had the key fob. She must have handed it back to Rocco, I guess.
Yeah, I think
She
she
was the
did.
one that ended up getting the
Yeah.
door open.
Yeah, she had the touch. She's her father's daughter, definitely,
You think? Yeah, maybe that's the
I
case,
think
yeah.
so, yeah, I think she's sort of wired, like, a little bit like Joss to be
I was gonna
thinking,
say she'll be the next, WSB.
Yeah,
They could be
yeah,
quite the little blonde team, she and
yeah.
Joss.
Valentine wouldn't want her to be a WSB agent, would he?
No, papa would not like that.
No. No. Oh boy. Okay, so yeah, so Laura did her what I loved about Laura, I mean so much we love about Laura, but she knows her priorities, and making Rocco like feel like
Yeah,
safe
yeah,
and protected is job one, and then all the
yeah.
marriage stuff comes after that, you know.
Right, right. And all the like any sort of judgment and punishment of Rocco is gonna come afterwards. Like, but her immediately thing is just
Yeah.
like, it's okay. You're gonna be
Mhm.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. She would be such a great like grandma to have.
She would be an awesome grandma, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I thought Lulu was good with Rocco too. I know, we're
Yeah.
often reluctant to praise Lulu, but I thought she did a good job of being concerned and stern, but loving.
Yeah, and I liked how the whole little family gathered around him and they didn't have him like pining away to go over and be with Britt or something. They like it was like I thought
Yeah,
it was good for Britt to have to see that like look, this they
yeah,
are a
yeah,
family unit.
mhm,
So maybe
mhm,
she'll back off and
yeah,
not keep like luring him away. Um
yeah, and I'm wondering how do you think she's feeling knowing that she kind of helped set this in motion?
oh yeah, it's not going to be good. Not yeah.
No,
Yeah. I
no.
mean, and when Lulu finds out that she's involved in this too, oh my gosh, that's gonna be
Yikes. Yeah.
we're gonna have to listen to that. Ah.
Yeah, yeah, we are. So there a lot's going on today's episode, and one of the things, was Britt summoning Sidwell to General Hospital.
Yeah,
Uh
and he's like, "What?" Like,
I it's funny how she clearly he's above her, right? He calls the
yeah,
shots,
and I
but
love how she's still pushing. She's like, "Look."
yeah, yeah, she still doesn't understand really how to be inferior to anybody.
Yeah, yeah, and she knows he's like a murderous, crazy man,
Yeah,
but she's
yeah.
still like, "Look, you should just do this for me."
Right.
Like this.
Right. Yeah, and we don't really know, like, when she talks about Dalton as, wanting to sell them out and all this, we don't know how much of that is real, right? I mean, she's sort of
Didn't he did say something about
well, he
that, didn't
said
he?
they
Wanting to
should
cut.
leave Sidwell, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but, Sidwell's an evil bastard, so, who wouldn't wanna try
Right,
to
right. Um,
distance themselves from him?
but yeah, we don't know the extent to which Dalton is
Yeah.
as bad as she's implying.
Yeah, although then when Sidwell summoned Dalton also to the hospital, right? Seems like a weird place to have meetings of a
Yeah,
confidential
just
nature,
jumping in a exam room like that. Yeah.
you know? Um, but Dalton looked like he was kinda gonna double down on, punishing Laura,
Yeah,
and did you get the feeling that meant Sidwell was probably gonna feel like he has to kill Dalton?
he'll be the next guy floating down at the piers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
he's a bit of a nuisance.
yeah.
Um,
Well, we know he's probably a short-term contract, so um,
I guess, but he's another if that's the case, then they didn't think about how to use a young fella like that when they brought him on the show.
what would you have liked to have seen? Just more of him? Is that what you're saying?
I would have liked it if he had just been like a kind professor caring about the environment.
No, they needed a bad guy. Well, they started him off as very charming, and then he quickly got surly and
Yeah, he
mean and
did. Yeah,
nasty. Yeah, and
yeah.
he's a bad tipper.
He's a bad tipper. Yeah, we do know that. So I don't know. I don't know. It just didn't seem like he ever had any real meaty scenes, you know. He wasn't
No, no, he didn't
any
really, did he? Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. Never had a lot of depth. Like it felt like when Ronnie was part of the show, which was such a short little stint, she got some real sort of emotional scenes,
Yeah,
lots of
that little, like, Ronnie thing was just like a little microcosm soap
yeah,
opera within a soap opera that
yeah, yeah.
they did so well, the whole thing,
Mm,
and, like, did they
mhm.
send that out to somebody else to write this little.
I know, yeah, it did kind of feel like it was plopped in, you know,
Yeah,
like a transplanted organ or something,
yeah,
but
or a transplanted brain. That's an organ, I guess,
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, that was well done, and I guess yeah, they that you get the feeling they must have been planning that for a while.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't
Mm.
know what the Dalton thing is, but, he used to be on another soap, right? Or maybe he
Mhm.
still is, I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, he
Um,
was, yeah, on
so I
Young
just get the sense, or I just assumed, maybe incorrectly, that he'd be a short-term character.
Mhm. Yeah, probably, but, anyway, that seemed like that was such an exciting get to have him, and then they didn't really know what to do with him.
Yeah.
So, anywho, but yeah, who knows what's in store for Laura and Rocco if he decides to sort of target them. But that would be stupid. I think Sidwell's gonna have to do something about
Well,
that.
and Sidwell's point about,
Yeah.
they don't want, you don't want any police action,
No.
you don't want
Right,
any
right.
cops sniffing around this lab of whatever they got
Mhm.
going on there, so top
Mhm.
secret. Um,
Yep. Yep. Mhm.
Obviously, they'd have to go in and take a look, and,
Yeah.
um
Mhm.
did you think, I'm shifting now, but still
Okay.
on the same storyline
Mhm.
kind of. Danny's little conversation with, Alexis and Jason, where they are saying,
Mhm.
you can't tell what your role was in
Yeah,
all this.
yeah. Uh-huh.
What did you feel about that? Do you think that was the right advice? And were you
I'm glad you came
surprised that
back to that, yeah.
Jason was agreeing with Alexis, or.
Well, um, I'm sure I'm sure he kind of wishes circumstances were different and that, maybe Danny could have come clean just for Danny's sake, just so he could kind of unburden himself, but
Yeah,
the consequences, I think they realize that there's no way of knowing just how bad this would be, for multiple reasons, not just like the Drew Scout stuff, but um, like just because I don't know. I think I was thinking about that too. I don't know. I did think it's shitty for him and for Charlotte to have to live with this secret, although Charlotte will probably be better at it. And it might come out anyway, right? Cuz Rocco doesn't seem like the type of kid who A would do
would
anything like this by himself and B would be able to keep this
would
to
be able to
himself,
keep a
you
lie
know.
going. Yeah,
Yeah.
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 It felt so, like, I was like, "Oh, I get where they're coming from," but it felt
Yeah.
so,
Yeah.
like, wrong to
Uh-huh.
be
Yeah.
hearing that advice from Jason too,
Mhm.
like, I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. I
Um,
know. I know. I like how Alexis is always, like, sort of there to compromise
right,
morally, you
yeah.
know?
Well, she's a lawyer.
Yeah.
Um And, what was the other, another weird, like, thing that was happening, and I wasn't sure of why it was happening, but the Rick wanting to be Sonny's lawyer thing that
Yeah.
happened today,
Yeah.
what's
Right.
that all about?
Right. Suddenly, Rick comes back into the picture, and we're
And
getting
his
all
hair
these
looks great again.
he must have scrubbed himself raw after
Yeah,
you know
uh,
but he's getting good reviews like from Alexis, from Molly, like he seems to have settled down. He doesn't seem to be nursing any sort of a vendetta,
but
which
there's gotta be, that's not like him,
I know it's not like him. I
I'm
know.
waiting for a
So
shoe to drop, and I was thinking, like,
yeah.
is there some way he's gonna get back at them? So is it does that have anything to do with being Sonny's lawyer? Like, what why would he suddenly
I don't know. Like he mentioned the thing about the peers, and then I thought maybe he had some sort of inside knowledge about Sidwell or something, but it didn't seem like he did. He just thought he was a good enough lawyer to figure out how to
is
keep.
he hard up for cash or something? Like, why?
Maybe. Well, right, because he didn't wind up getting any of that money
Maybe that's the
that they
motivation?
embezzled. But well, he seems like a scrappy enough guy that he probably could get work, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. So anyway, that's a puzzle to me.
It is a
I like
puzzle.
I liked when Sonny said, "Ah, I really wanna
I
believe
know.
you," you know?
I know. I like that too, that Sonny's sort of willing to, like, entertain the
Yeah,
possibility, you
yeah.
know?
Like, it would be so great if we could actually get along, like
Yeah.
brothers, but
Yeah, and that would be kinda nice if at this stage in their life, they could just,
yeah,
move on
back
because.
each other for once, yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, there was some good arguments for that, like that their kids are getting along and everything, so, it does.
Yeah, yeah,
I don't know, that's interesting, and I didn't really understand where that came from or how it fits in either.
okay, well, then I'm not alone.
Not
Um,
alone, no,
I
no.
also wondered how you felt, or I'll tell you how I felt about,
Okay.
Gio and Emma not immediately stepping
Mhm,
up and saying, "Oh, we're the ones that got the kids involved in this." Like,
mhm,
instead, they backed away from what was happening in that scene at the hospital and went to Sonny.
mhm, yeah, I
And I was like,
know.
"No, Emma they should have just marched right over when that was unfolding and
Mhm.
said, "Oh, God, we're so sorry. We're the ones that put that whole thing in motion," you know? I
Yeah,
thought. And I felt like
yeah.
that's what Emma would have done too.
I know, and when they were at Sonny's, they were both feeling terrible,
Yeah.
but
And Sonny, going to Sonny for advice on something like that seemed
well, he is
odd.
the kinda guy that could fix things,
Yeah, that's true.
he does know the ins and outs of the law, yeah, that was interesting. I don't know, like, because if they had come forward, then it would and I agree, that does seem like their nature, to not want anybody else to take the
Yeah, to
fall
not
for
yeah,
them.
to make take the rap for something that I mean, they not like, they did say it's off and, they, like,
Mhm, yeah,
shouldn't
yeah.
take the blame for them for the younger kids going forward with it, but still they wouldn't have been involved at all if Emma
Right,
hadn't
right,
involved
right,
them.
yeah, yeah, and they did say that later, I don't know, I guess if they had come forward, they would have sort of lost any chance of figuring out what Dalton was up to, right? I mean, they would have.
Yeah, I suppose so, yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, that's a
I
tough
just
one
thought
too.
Emma being Emma would have just been like, hang the
Mhm.
consequences and just,
Yeah, yeah.
immediately been like, "Oh, this was all my,"
Mhm. Yeah. Oh, yeah, and I think she's probably gonna be living with those consequences now, you know?
Yeah, yeah,
And I
and
like
so
that she said that she was saying, "I was so caught up in it, I didn't really think about how those guys would
yeah,
probably,"
and
you
that
know?
that tracks, that kinda fits with her personality, and she really
Mhm.
is the
Mhm.
cause is so important to her, and
Mhm. Yeah.
she's one of those, like, driven kind of
Mhm.
like, if she turns to, like, politics or something or,
Mhm.
environmental activism or, she could be
Mhm.
like a Greta,
Mhm. Yeah. 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 So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I thought Sonny was pretty good with them.
Yeah, I just thought, I don't know, going to the mob boss for advice on
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Well, I guess, uh, who would they have gone to? Who should they have gone to?
I don't know. I mean, that's true, like, um, I mean,
Um,
Anna's not there. Like
Anna's not there,
that would have
right?
been a good one for Emma to just go
Yeah.
turn to Anna.
Gio's parents are Brooklyn and Dante.
Yeah, and he's barely really communicating with him, so that wouldn't have made sense.
Yeah, yeah. Um, it would have been
Yeah.
interesting if they'd gone to,
Yeah.
like, Brooklyn or
Yeah.
something, you know? Um,
Well,
I
we'll
like
just see where it all unfolds, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, it's too bad they're all those kids are just like, oh, they've got this, like, dark cloud over them now, you know?
But I love that we have a whole storyline with these kids. It's actually a pretty
Mhm,
riveting little storyline going on, you know?
mhm. Yeah, yeah, it doesn't necessarily have anything to do with romance or any of that stuff, you
Right.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah, um, and I thought kinda like how Charlotte is so comfortable being in charge of the boys, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. Girls mature faster, you know?
Yep, yep. But, yeah, they've got a nice dynamic, those kids.
Yeah, they're all very believable as teenagers.
Mhm, mhm. Yep,
Um,
yep.
and they very like, I remember when they first were on and, like, I couldn't tell the boys apart because we didn't see them
Yeah,
frequently enough. I'm like,
yeah,
"Now who's who?" I mean, not that
yeah.
I couldn't tell them apart, but I couldn't remember who was who and,
Mhm,
and now they're such distinct personalities, I think.
mhm.
They've
Yeah,
really
yeah,
developed their personalities well.
they have. That's true. Yep. Yeah, good job,
Good
kids.
stuff, good stuff.
Mhm.
Alright, have we
So,
covered everything? Did we cover all the
um,
good stuff?
just about. We had the little sort of scene with Molly and Rick at Bobby's when Molly was talking about
Oh,
her
she's
book
talking
and
about her
stuff.
book, yeah, and
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
that's just building up to Cody not telling the truth about,
yeah.
f the circumstances of finding Rick, and I think that'll be the big, when they're about to be close, Molly and
Mhm,
Cody,
mhm,
he'll
mhm.
have to fess up about that, and then she'll have to have feelings about him lying and again, and
Yeah, 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 I know, and
but
he
it
was
really
just
wasn't Cody's fault at this
no, he
point.
was sort of an unwitting accomplice to all
Yeah, yeah.
shenanigans that those Davis that
The
Alexis,
Davis
you know, and
women, they really get up to
man,
bad stuff,
nuts
don't
when
they?
you throw Ava together with those girls. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a recipe for disaster.
yeah,
Yeah. Um, but yeah, interesting. Yeah, and well, now we'll see how Rick does. I don't know if he's gonna have to. I guess he'll have to show up at the court, right, with Rocco for the
yeah,
arraignment.
right, right. Oh,
So
excuse
that'll
me.
be the first test to see if he can get Rocco, get the charges dropped or whatever.
Yeah,
Um, but that's putting Rick on the spot, and I guess you think Sonny must feel like there's not much room for Rick to betray him there? I don't know.
maybe, I don't know, or maybe it's like just his little test or
Yeah,
something
yeah,
to
I think it is a test,
yeah,
although you probably coulda called Diane. You
right,
coulda
he coulda had Diane. Diane's got a
Yeah.
broken leg in real life, so maybe he can't.
Yeah, poor Diane.
Yeah,
Um, Alexis, probably coulda called Alexis.
mm,
Yeah.
yeah, well, he
Yeah.
knows she's busy with Willow.
Yeah, yeah, poor Alexis, jeez.
I know, she's got a lot on her plate.
She does, she did, like, yeah, so much pressure from, like, these ridiculous sources, you know?
Yep, yep. She probably didn't envision her latter years of her life being like
I
this.
know, I know. Yeah, she so wanted to be a lawyer again, and now
Yeah,
this.
yeah. All
Yeah,
this shitty stuff.
yeah, yeah, but
Anyway, it's been pretty good couple days, I thought. Pretty,
yeah.
lot going on. Big stuff.
Yeah, I and we finally do have a little bit of a medical drama, but that was kind
Right?
of in the
Yeah.
background, you know, like, we haven't I mean, I guess we'll have the surgery probably for Ned.
Right. Yeah. Will we get any of that medical stuff? Will we be in there with them when
Right, right,
who's
well,
our
they
one doctor? Will it be
I
Isaiah,
know,
maybe?
right, who is our one doctor? Or will there
Will it
be
be
2
Lucas?
maybe? Yeah, Lucas, right, Lucas went in there, didn't he? So,
Yeah.
yeah, yikes, yikes, yeah, I don't know, but we're pulling for you, Ned.
Yep.
Nettie.
Yep, Nedley. Yep. And he'll
Yeah.
probably wake up and think he's Eddie Maine again.
I was gonna say, I think anytime that would be a fun thing if this was like what General
Yeah,
Hospital
anytime
was
he
known
has
for.
like a medical thing happen, he just snaps
He
back into
wakes up
Eddie
as
Maine. Yeah.
I was gonna that's a good one. I like that. I was gonna
Yeah.
say anytime any character is unconscious, they
They're
should wake
they're
up
Eddie
as
Maine.
somebody else.
Oh, yeah. No, I could just it could just be peculiar to Ned. Just Ned.
Yeah, that would
Eddie
be
Maine
funny.
is always lurking just below the surface.
That would be hilarious. Everybody would be like, "Oh, Jesus, not again."
Oh, he's back. He's
You're
flipped
gonna
back
go
into
live
Eddie
with
Maine. Yeah.
Sonny. No, we
Yeah.
don't wanna deal with this crap. You're gonna live with Sonny. Mm.
In your leather pants. Yeah.
That would be so
Oh,
awesome. He could hang out with Gio,
yeah.
maybe
That
make
would be
music
funny.
together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'd be like his little fugue states where he's Eddie Maine over and over
Yeah,
again. Yeah.
yeah. Oh, that would be charming, wouldn't it?
It'd be
Mm.
fun. I like it. We should write
Yeah,
to
I do
somebody and
too.
tell them. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Wow.
You work on that.
It's too late, probably. We
Yeah.
need to anticipate these things, or
Yeah.
just, like, send them some ideas.
We don't have a conduit. We don't have any place to send these
Yeah,
things.
I know.
I'm sure
Mm.
they got gatekeepers, people keeping people like us away from sending them things. As well they
Yeah,
should. So,
they should, yeah, yeah. Oh, well. Oh, well, but, anyway, if you hear any of these ideas, General Hospital writers or producers,
yeah, go for
we
it.
yeah,
We'd
take
be
them. 'Em.
honored. We'd be
They're yeah,
honored. Yeah.
exactly. These are gifts that we're giving to you.
Yeah, they're just little gems that we're
Mhm.
passing around. Yeah.
Your reward for enduring over an
Yeah,
hour of us.
yeah. But it took us an hour to come up with the one good idea. Yeah.
Which is probably debatable to some
Yeah,
people.
yeah. Alright, well, let's talk again in a few days, and,
Yeah, okay, okay.
alright. Okay, well, everybody have a good night, and thanks for listening.
Yes, thank you, everybody. Good night, Gia.
Alright, night. We'll see you soon.
Okay, bye.